What if I told you that Honda's most legendary coupe is making a comeback, but not just as a pretty street car? No, this time it's coming back as a 650 horsepower monster built to destroy the racetrack and rewrite Honda's performance legacy. Meet the all-new Honda Prelude GT500, a machine so extreme that not a single panel from the road-going Prelude has survived. And trust me, this isn't just another concept or marketing stunt, this is the real deal, set to go wheel-to-wheel with the fastest cars from Nissan and Toyota in Japan's most intense racing series. If you thought the Prelude was dead, think again, because Honda is about to bring it back in a way no one saw coming. The Prelude name has always been special in Honda's lineup. For decades, it was the brand's sporty, elegant coupe, a car that combined precision engineering with everyday usability and a sense of style that made enthusiasts fall in love. But after the Civic Coupe's demise and years of silence in Honda's performance lineup, fans had started to believe the Prelude was gone for good. That's why the announcement of a new production Prelude, even with the modest 200 horsepower hybrid setup, already had fans buzzing. It marked the return of a beloved name and the rebirth of the sporty Honda coupe formula. But Honda wasn't satisfied with just nostalgia. They wanted to make a statement. And that statement is the Prelude GT500, a no-compromise racing machine designed to bring Honda back to the top of the Super GT podium. At first glance, you'd be forgiven for thinking the Prelude GT500 is an entirely different car. And that's because, essentially, it is. Honda Racing Corporation RHC ripped apart the road car and rebuilt it from the ground up with one goal: to win. The heart of the transformation is a carbon fiber monocoque chassis wrapped in ultra-lightweight carbon fiber body panels, cutting weight to a minimum and maximizing rigidity. The body sits impossibly low to the ground, and every inch of it screams aerodynamic purpose. Gone is the smooth, sleek silhouette of the road car. In its place, you'll find aggressively flared fenders, massive air ducts, and an exhaust that exits straight through the side door. And then there's the rear, a towering swan neck wing and a race-spec diffuser designed to pen the car to the asphalt at triple-digit speeds. This isn't just about looks. Every vent, every scoop, every crease in the bodywork has been shaped by the wind tunnel. Air is channeled precisely where it's needed, over the brakes for cooling, under the chassis for downforce, and around the rear for stability. The result is a car that isn't just fast, it's surgically precise at high speeds, capable of cornering with mind-bending grip and carving through corners like a scalpel. It's the ultimate expression of Honda's man-machine synergy philosophy, where engineering and driver become one. But none of this would matter without the firepower to back it up, and the Prelude GT500 has plenty. Underneath the sculpted bodywork lies a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder built to Super GT GT500 specifications. Now you might think 2 liters doesn't sound like much, but this engine is no ordinary 4-banger. It's a motorsport-grade power plant, cranking out an astonishing 650 horsepower. That's more than triple the output of the road-going Prelude, and more than enough to put it in the same league as its fiercest rivals, the Nissan Z GT500 and the Toyota GR Supra GT500. With a lightweight chassis and that kind of power, the Prelude GT500 is expected to be an absolute weapon on the track, accelerating like a missile, slicing through corners with unshakable precision and hitting top speeds that blur the scenery around you. Honda's timing couldn't be better. The current Civic Type R GT, while competitive, hasn't been able to claim a victory this Super GT season, with a second-place finish being its best result. Toyota Supra has been dominating, and Nissan Z continues to be a serious threat. Honda knows that if they want to reclaim their place at the top, they need something new, something more advanced, more powerful, and more focused. That's exactly what the Prelude GT500 represents. According to Masahiro Saki, HRC's Super GT project leader, the decision to shift from the Civic platform to the Prelude was about potential. We believe the current Civic Type R GT can be further improved for next year. However, within the current regulations where all teams compete at an extremely high level, we see potential to achieve a higher level than the Civic Type R GT by applying the knowledge gained over these 2 years to the development of a Prelude-based Super GT machine. In other words, Honda is going all in, leveraging everything they've learned from racing and pouring it into this new chapter. And the stakes couldn't be higher. The Prelude GT500 isn't just about winning races. It's about shaping the future of Honda's performance lineup. Motorsport has always been at the heart of Honda's DNA, and historically, what they learn on the track eventually finds its way into road cars. That's why fans are already dreaming about the possibility of a Prelude Type R or a CI Performance variant for the street. Saki himself hinted that success on the track could pave the way for more exciting production models. He also aimed to deliver results in Super GT so that Honda can continue introducing such production cars in the future. In other words, if the GT500 delivers, it could open the door for a road-going Prelude that's far more thrilling than the 200 horsepower hybrid version we're getting now. The racing debut is already set, April 11-12, 2026 in Okama, where the Prelude GT500 will hit the grid for the first time. This will mark not just a new chapter for Honda in Super GT, but also the return of a legendary nameplate to the pinnacle of motorsport. And you bet all eyes will be on it. Will it finally deliver the win Honda's been chasing? Will it dethrone the Toyota Supra and Nissan Z? And most importantly, will it spark a new generation of high-performance Preludes for the road? One thing is certain, the Prelude is no longer just a nostalgic badge from the past, it's a statement of intent. It's Honda proving once again that it can take on the giants of the industry and win. It's the rebirth of a legend, reimagined for a new era of motorsport. And it's the clearest sign yet that the future of Honda performance, on the track and on the road, is going to be something truly worth getting excited about. If you're a fan of speed, technology, and relentless engineering excellence, buckle up, because Honda's comeback story is just getting started, and the Prelude GT500 is the opening chapter of something big. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, if you want to be the first to know when the next chapter drops, hit that subscribe button and stick with us, because the race is on, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of it.